Alright everybody, what is going on? It's been a little bit since I recorded a video for Dokkan, so I gotta get back into the swing of things here, so forgive me. We're hopping in with the 200% level 10 links rainbow video here for Super Trunks. I'm not excited to do this, and I actually don't have my Trunks rainbowed, but I was able to find a friend rainbowed Trunks. Before we get started here, I do want to say that I don't know... I was going to start out by saying I don't really like the Friends build here. But I don't think it matters. This guy just sucks. So I don't know that the build really matters here. And then what I wanted to move on to next is talking about Trunks' stats. 14,000 HP, as you guys know, is not good. It's not good. And then like Trunks' leader skill is bad, guys. This is... the world tour for this guy is going to be interesting, that's for sure. But anyway, here he is. Level 10 links, rainbow. This is the friend. Mine is actually 79%. If you guys watch my stream, you know I got him to 55%. I said I was done, but what can I say? I like to get the equipments on here for chain battle. And, you know, we only have a few chain battles left, so I figured I would... you know, I'd go ahead and get this guy, you know, some extra stats in here and get, like, these gold orbs in here. As you can see, I gave mine full dodge. You know, Trunks sucks, so I don't think it matters. Anyway, so here we go. We have mine on rotation here. We can throw Vegeta in slot 1. Remember, he needs to get hit 3 times in order to activate his support. What Trunks is doing, I mean, he's getting some start-to-turn stats. He gets some additional stats, and there's 3 or more Android/Cell Saga category allies on the team, which we do have, because we have the other friend Trunks. We have, you know, the AGL Gohan, and then we have, like, the 2 future Gohans. The future Gohan, this one will give support, but he's in slot 7, so, yeah, he gets some multiplicative stats when performing a super attack. Did I say he has a high chance to guard? And he's effective against all types whenever there is a cell enemy, which is why we're in this red zone fight right here. So anyway, let's go ahead, you know, get into this and see what he can do. Again, this is my Trunks right here, 79%. We have everything active except for Soul versus Soul and Messenger from the future. So let's go ahead, see what we get here. We're at 163k defense. We get 70% when performing a super attack, and then we get 30% from our super attack effect. So if I go ahead and just bust out the calculator here real quick, and you go over to this, you guys can see. So right here, we get this 70% when performing a super attack. This should all already be active. And then we get 30% when doing a super attack. So right here, we are at 163. Oop, hang on, press the wrong button. Okay, 163, 592. Multiplied by 1.7, and then we're going to multiply by 1.3. Wait, what do you guys think of that? Let's say he double supers. So that's if he double supers. That's if he triple supers. What do you guys think of that? Is that good? Let me know. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and see what he does here. Let's see his big numbers. I tried using this guy earlier today. It was a little bit of a slow day at work, so I was using him just a little bit off and on. You guys may have seen if you follow me on Twitter. I was posting, you know, some screenshots from the runs that I was doing, and can't say that anything went well with him, but, you know, here we are. Dude, his team is bad. He is bad. I mean, there's not much here to say. We're just going to try to get some rotations in here. We'll probably just go through this fight. We'll talk about it, see if there's anything actually impressive going on. And then we will, you know, I'll post the other showcases as we go throughout. I did get his banner unit, the STR Gohan, but I don't ever plan on using that Gohan for any reason. That guy, dude, I don't know what they were thinking for the Super Trunks celebration. If he came out, I don't know, back whenever, like, Super Vegeta came out, I'd be like, alright, Super Trunks, you're pretty crazy, but here we are. So anyway, here's the friend, 192k defense. Again, let's go through that same process right here. Okay, 192, 992, multiplied by 1.7, okay? And then now let's say he double supers. Alright, so that's where we're at. If he double supers. If he triple supers, we're going to be there. So that's like his max defense here, rainbowed. No support active. Yeah. I don't know. You guys let me know if that's good or not. I guess I'll put him in slot 1. Just so that future Gohan doesn't KO this guy here. Again, sorry if I'm a little bit rusty here getting back into these videos, but 1, it's Super Trunks, and then 2, again, I'm a little bit out of practice here, so 82k because he didn't guard, that's pretty good, and then he shoots at a 7 million attack stat. You guys let me know if that's good. I'm gonna put it in your hands. I'm not gonna say anything, you know, does he suck or does he not? It's in your hands. You guys tell me. You let me know if he sucks or not. I've already come to that conclusion. But you guys can, you know, you guys can let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut here because future Gohan's going to be attacking for the next 8 years. We'll cut and come back whenever my Trunks is on rotation again. Alright, so here we are in the next turn. And we do have access to his active skill here. So his active skill, the Man Who Lived Through Hell, greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and disables enemy actions once within the turn. It can be activated when HP is 60% or more, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. I think if I were to change this, I would just make it like he can use it on turn 1. If you could just open up the fight and use this immediately, I think it would have just infinitely more value. I mean, obviously, but I do think that it would, I don't know if it'd be enough to save him per se, but I do think I would be much more inclined to run him, and I think it would give it like a little bit more, I guess, skill when using this guy. Having it locked behind turn 3 and an HP condition, you guys know that once you start mixing turn and HP restrictions, it really starts just making me dislike you. So we're going to go ahead and play this here just to get the animation in the video. So yeah, let's just play it.
地獄のような未来はもうたくさんだ。
Alright, there you go. You can see, guys, it did you know, it did something. It does activate his 70% defense that he gets in his passive. So you can see that that's active now. He's up to 317, 835. We do have support here from Future Gohan. That did break this attack in slot 1, so we can go ahead and put Vegeta there, or Trunks there. Again, everything active except for Messenger from the Future and Soul versus Soul. So we can go ahead and throw him here. His defense isn't going to matter on this turn because he's not getting hit. We do need Vegeta to get hit there in that last slot in order to do anything with him. And Future Gohan's going to transform like the next time we see him anyway, so it doesn't matter if we keep him on rotation or not, right? Let's grab those and see what he does. Should be pretty similar to last turn, but we do have support this time, so it's going to be a little bit higher. 8 million here. Again, mine, level 10 Link, 79% here. We're missing 2 dupes. He is super effective against all types because we're fighting Cell. He does have built-in additionals. And then mine has, I think, 10 additionals, so he could triple super here. He doesn't, but that's okay. If Vegeta gets hit on this turn, we'll activate his, which he did. We're going to activate his support, so the next time it kind of cuts into, like, the battle screen, we can see Trunks' super attack numbers kick up. Assuming we do, like, a normal or something here sometime. We'll be able to see his numbers. Yeah, oh, well, if you guys have, like, Superman flash vision, you could, see the number there, but... there it is. So yeah, he would have hopped up to a 9.94 attack stat with the extra support from Vegeta. So here we go. We have this Trunks. We could pop his active skill as well, and we already watched it, so we can just skip it here. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and play it. I don't think that this will KO. Just in case, I'm going to set this as our rotations. 4 out of 7 links activated here with Future Gohan. You know, this guy, I mean, Super Trunks kind of got help for his team. Okay, we didn't KO there. If we had gotten the crit, we would have. Let's throw him in slot 1 and let's see what the friend Super Trunks can, or, well, I guess he's just Super Saiyan Trunks here. Let's see what he can do. Again, we have that part of his passive activated. We do have the extra support from Vegeta as well, and his stats are just not impressive. The big issue with this guy is that you have to survive to turn 5. What I was saying is that he did actually get help for his team in, like, Future Gohan, right? Android/Cell Saga unit and in Future Gohan. Both of these units are like direct buffs to Super Trunks, but even with that and an entire celebration based around Future Saga, this guy still ended up just being super mid. I cannot fathom how bad this guy is. But if you make it to turn 5, like right here, this is where he starts getting crazy. Because now his stats are going to be a lot higher, especially if your HP is high like ours is on this turn. He has guaranteed guard for 3 turns, which is really nice. He does get a larger buff when performing a super attack. He does get a guaranteed crit on his super attack effect. And then he also has his active skill, which is very good. It's a Ghost Usher effect. So, you know, you can see right here we do have it active. This can be activated when HP is 60% or more, or when there's an enemy whose name includes Cell, which is only for, like, Perfect Cell, like, Android/Cell Saga Cell. It doesn't apply to, like, Cell Max, yeah, so it's just like this guy or like GT Cell, right? Like it's just this. It doesn't count for Cell Max, so or like Cell Junior. I guess we can go ahead and play this and just see how much damage it does. Again, this is mine, 79%. You guys can see right here he's at 280,444. He should hop up to about what 560,888 after he super attacks because he gets 100% when performing a super attack. So we should be able to see that here. Okay, there we go. We saw Super Trunks' active skill. You can see it did a little bit more damage there. And there he is, 560,888. So you guys can trust what I'm saying a little bit here. That plus guaranteed guard, and then he's getting 30% on super attack is definitely going to help out. So, right, he's going to get about somewhere around 150k-ish defense every time he super attacks here. Actually, it's going to be higher, isn't it? He's going to be getting 560,888 times 0.3. He's going to be getting about 168k defense here every single time he super attacks. So once you get into Super Trunks, this guy is actually really valuable. You guys can see, I mean, we don't have super attacks here to worry about. Nothing like that. His links don't change, so we still have 5 out of 7 activated. His defense numbers are a lot better. He's guaranteed guarding, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's just, you got to survive until turn 5, which on a lot of teams is going to be where you're actually just ending the fight. And you can see, yeah, now he's shooting at a 14 million attack stat here with no support. So, definitely a very, very powerful unit. I mean, we're just going to wipe Cell off the board right here. I mean, again, you get to Super Trunks, and this guy is a modern TUR. I mean, he's insane. It's just, you got to get there, right? That's the challenge. And it's not like 21, where like 21 is pretty good before you transform. She just needs a super attack first. Super Trunks, like, super attacks, and he can still just be horrible. Like, so it's not even, like, a comparable thing. Okay, so right here, we do have Future Gohan's Domain activated. We have Super Trunks' active skill, and we should have quite a few links activated right here, so let me throw Future Gohan into slot 1 right here. We don't need to play the active skill again, so let's just go ahead and pop it and see how much it does. This is the rainbow one again, level 10 links, 315,090. All you got to do is double that, and that's what it'll be at after the active skill. So he's going to be at about 630,180, or actually 630,180 even after we pop this right here. Or, wow, we almost just one-shot Cell there. There's the Ghost Usher effect, and yeah, 630,180 on the dot. So that's very nice. I believe I did a calc video for this guy whenever he came out on JP. That should be up on the channel somewhere. If I remember to, I will link it somewhere in the video so you guys can go see that. This guy is fairly simple to calculate, and it really doesn't matter because he's kind of just mid anyway. Let's go ahead and see what he does here, though. I think we still have 4 out of 7 links activated here, and he's at a 15 million attack stat. Pretty good. Pretty, I mean, this, again, once you get the Super Trunks, this guy is really impressive. It's just getting the Super Trunks is the hard part, because base form Super Saiyan Trunks is just not good. Again, we can just throw him in slot 1. He's only at 280, but I'm not super concerned about it. We could throw Gohan here. Would that do anything for us? Not really. So let's just throw him in slot 1, see how much damage he takes, you know, because this way we can see how much he takes before he attacks, then how much he takes after, so it's a good comparison. Oh, I should have put Vegeta in slot 2. It doesn't matter. It's just Royal Lineage. It's just key and a little bit of attack. So here we go. Let's see what he does. Potentially, this could be the final turn of the showcase here. All right, so he's taking a little bit of damage. I think if he was rainbowed, he wouldn't be taking any damage there. So, I mean, that's fine. And then, yeah. I mean, guaranteed crits are obviously very good, right? Guaranteed crit, like, is it a guaranteed? Yeah, it's a guaranteed double super, guaranteed crit. Oh, we did get the hidden potential system, but we got a normal, so... and then this should be double digits from Cell's super attack right here. I mean, pretty easily, because we're guarding. We got 2 super attacks in. So we're at, like, I don't know, 800k defense or something with guard. 800, 900k, somewhere in there. Pretty good. Pretty good from Super Trunks right here. So again, you guys let me know what you think about this guy. Oh, are we gonna get a video, or are we gonna get one more turn with the other Super Trunks? That'd be nice. Nice, we do get one more turn, so we can see how much damage this guy does. Oh, we could transform into Vegeta. We don't need to. Let's not waste time here. Let's just get this last attack stat here from the friend, and then we will move into the breakdown. So let me know what you guys thought about Super Trunks. If you're staying for the breakdown, you know, we're going to move into that shortly. If you're checking out the video now, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We're going to get Fusion Zamasu videos and, like, you know, World Tour Showcase videos out. Stay tuned. I don't know if I'm going to get those out today or if I'm just going to do, like, 1 video a day for this guy. But we'll get those out eventually. I'm not in a huge rush to... you know, just get Super Trunks all over the channel, right? Like, he's kind of like a disease here, so... you know, I'm not trying to, like, plague the channel, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and move into the breakdown. Alright, here we go. So this is Super Power Counterattack Super Saiyan Trunks Teen. His leader skill is, like, actually abysmal. Mastered Evolution or Android/Cell Saga category, Key 3, HP attack and defense 170%, and an additional 30% for characters who are also on Rapid Growth or Earth-bred fighters. So, this team, I mean, you guys can just go look at these 2 categories, right? Like, this is bad. Oh, we can pull it up now, can't we? If I go to, what is it, Tools, 200% leader skill, and then I go to this one. Oh, goodness. Hang on, let me find it. All right, here we go. I got it pulled up. Let's go ahead and search it. These are the characters who are under, like, his full 200%. So, obviously a very good unit. We'll see whenever this guy easy A's. He can be useful in some areas, kinda. And that's about it. That is, and then, like, he's okay. This guy's pretty good. That's, again, that's about it. So, the actual 200% here is, not very good. So let's get back over to Super Trunks. I mean, and even just on its own, like, Mastered Evolution, right? Like, this is not good. I mean, you have them, and you can get enough, like, Future Saga allies or whatever to, like, activate their intro. Well, you can have, like, enough on the team so that they end up around 1 to activate their intro. Golden Frieza can be decent. I'm not super high on this unit, but they can be good. And this guy, I mean, some areas of the game, he can be pretty good. But yeah, like, Mastered Evolution here is just not... it's just not very good. Surprisingly, like, it's full of Saiyan characters and stuff, but a lot of them are just old, out of date. Their easy A's weren't very good. You know, stuff like that, right? And then, like, you have the Golden Friezas, but they don't synergize with the Saiyans, so it just gets a little awkward there, right? And then Android/Cell Saga, again, like, you have Future Gohan, who's good. This unit's good, but they need, like, to be around other Android units. Again, this guy is, like, he's, I don't know. You get a couple stacks off against Fusion Zamasu, and he can start to be kind of okay, maybe. It really sucks that this banner unit sucks, right? Like, that's not good. But yeah, Android/Cell Saga just on its own is not The category, the leader skills are bad here, guys. Like, I don't know what to say. Whenever I'm showcasing this guy, it'll probably, like, be on the Super Saiyan team, probably. That's where I think I'm going to use him, is their team. So, anyway, super attack is the Burning Breaker, raises attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, immense damage to the enemy. I mean, it's kind of whatever. And then here's his passive. I mean, this is just, it's so undertuned. 150% attack and defense, additional 100% attack and defense, additional attack that's a great chance of becoming a super attack, and a high chance to guard when there are another 3 or more Android/Cell Saga category allies on the team. So that means not just him, you need a total of 4 Android/Cell Saga category allies on the team. This is such a strict restriction for, like, very little. An extra 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. I mean, we had that active. Did you guys think this guy's start of turn defense was very good? Let me know. Let me know if you guys thought his start of turn defense was good or not. A great chance to additional super attack. I mean, you know, I guess you get an extra 30% defense. Woohoo! And then a 50% chance to guard. How are you going to lock a 50% chance to guard behind 3 Android/Cell Saga category allies? Like, this is what you lock the reps of Universe 7 Spirit Bomb, STR, Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, Goku behind, is 3 additional allies, because it's just a huge nuclear bomb that you can set off on a unit, right? Not a 50% chance to guard. At least throw us a bone and make this guaranteed guard. He still wouldn't be very good, but at least he'd be guarding, and post-super attack, he could take some hits to where you could survive until turn 5. But a 50% chance to guard locked behind 3 allies is just... I mean, this just feels like they're spitting in our face. Like, I don't know what to say about this. Additional 70% when performing a super attack. This is, like, basically... This and this are, like, the only 2 multiplicative buffs that this guy gets. In, like, both of his transform states, and they're separate. So you just take whatever you see at the start of turn, you multiply by 1.7, and then you either multiply by 1.3 for 1 super, 1.6 for 2 supers, or 1.9 for 3 supers. That's all there is to this guy. You take start of turn, you multiply it by 1.7. Okay, that's step 1. And then step 2 is you take that number, and you multiply by either 1.3, 1.6, 1.9, depending on how many super attacks you get. That's all you have to do to calculate this guy. And you guys are going to find that he does not really hit impressive numbers. It's a little bit different whenever we get to this, because this number is 100%, so we'll talk about that when we get there. But attacks effective against all types when there's an enemy whose name includes Cell. We have 1 fight against a relevant Cell, and it is, like, no longer relevant. It was relevant last year, about this time. Like, if Super Trunks came out exactly 1 year ago, I think he would have been received probably way differently. Like, if he came out around the time AGL Gohan was getting his EZA, like, hypothetically, instead of getting Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo for New Year's, if we had gotten, like, Super Trunks and Second Form Cell or something like that, let's just say they gave us, like, a second form Cell for New Year's instead, and they still gave us, like, the EZA Int Perfect Cell, they gave us the EZA AGL Gohan. We probably would have been talking about this guy a little bit differently, because the STR Goku/Gohan were still kind of relevant. It probably would have been just, like, a lot different, right? We would have been like, oh, wow, this guy's actually really good for, like, some of the fights in the game. But because this guy came out, 2 weeks before the Dismal Future Red Zone? I mean, he's just completely irrelevant, right? And Omega was already out whenever this guy came out, right? So, I don't know what they were thinking. Transformation conditions. Transform at the start of the next attacking turn if the character performs 5 or more attacks in battle, or when there's an enemy whose name includes Cell, starting from the 5th turn. That's another reason I went up against Cell, is so that we could get the guaranteed transformation. It's not even just, like, make it to turn 5, right? You have to do 5 or more attacks in battle, which, in theory, right, you should always be doing 2 on your first turn. You should always be doing 2 on your second turn. Then you just got to hope that you activate the hidden potential attack on one of those, and then you can transform on turn 5, right? The absolute earliest you can transform with this guy is on turn 5, and that's assuming that you get your hidden potential attack to proc on one of those first... No, I take that back. You just have to do the active skill. You have to get the active skill to proc, because this will count. this will count. So you need to do, yeah, so 2 attacks on turn 1, 2 attacks on turn 3, and you have to be above the HP condition on turn 3 so that you can use the active skill. That will count as your 5th attack. And then you have to also hope that the enemy survives if you're on turn 3, right? Like, you don't want to do your, like, let's say on turn 1, you do your attack, you do your 70% chance, super or normal, it doesn't matter. You come back to turn 3, you pop the active skill, and you KO them, or you pop the active skill, and then they only have a sliver of health left, and then you only get 1 super attack here. Well, now you're not transforming until turn 7, which means that you're probably going to die on turn 5, so the active skill will count towards one of these, but, you know, it is what it is. The earliest you can transform is on turn 5, because even if you did 3 attacks, the most attacks you could do on turn 1 would be 3. Right? Like, that's it. You cannot use the active skill until turn 3. So, like, you can't, even if you could, the max attacks that you could do in a turn would be 4. So, it's going to take at least until turn 5 to be able to transform with this guy. And that's his issue, is that this guy right here is going to get you killed before turn 5. Anyway, his links are just kind of whatever. I mean, they're just like Super Saiyan links, right? Like, you do want to link level this guy, though, because Royal Lineage, it goes from 1 key to 2 key. Soul versus Soul can, you know, I mean, the link isn't very good, but it does have a decent effect on it. So I guess transform, or, you know, link level this guy. He's on 1 million categories, so he's on a bunch of 200% teams, which is nice. But even though he's on all of these teams, remember that he's restricted to having 3 other allies on the team. So basically, no matter what team you run him on, it's just going to be like Android/Cell Saga, like pseudo team. My plan again for his showcases is to run him on this team, but we will see. We will see how that goes. So these are his best linking partners. You can see it's all just other Trunks units, right? He does have a farmable super attack. No, he doesn't. He does not. Never mind. Ignore that. He doesn't have a farmable super attack. Okay. And then here's Super Trunks. Basically the same thing. 30% attack and defense, but now he's doing a guaranteed crit. His start of turn stats are a lot higher. He gets a guaranteed additional super, and he gets guaranteed guard for 3 turns. Super nice. We love that. He gets an additional attack and defense boost up to 200%. The more HP, the greater the boost. The issue you're going to find running into this guy is that you're going to be at low HP pretty often. So his start of turn stats are going to be pretty low, even in this form. Excuse me. He gets an additional 100% when performing a super attack. So this guy's pretty similar as like base Super Trunks whenever you're calculating his defense. You just take whatever you see at the start of turn, and then you multiply by 2, and then you do the same thing, either 1.3 for 1 super, 1.6 for 2, or 1.9 for 3. That's how you calculate this guy. So you'll find that his stats are going to be a lot higher than like his base form, and he's also, like I said, guaranteed guarding, guaranteed critting. Once you get to Super Trunks, nobody is questioning the power of Super Trunks. Like, this guy is insane. It's just, you know, this guy's not very good. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but his active skill, 60% third turn, and it gives you an attack break is what it does. Back over here, it's basically the same condition. You can use it immediately, and it gives you a Ghost Usher, though, instead of a attack break. So that's nice, right? It also gives you guaranteed crits. Not that it really matters, but it makes sure that the active skill is also a guaranteed crit. So links don't change, categories don't change, linking partners don't really change either. So let me know what you guys think about Super Trunks. Hopefully none of you summoned, because, guys, look at this banner. Name one character on here who's helping you. Like this guy in Battlefield, this guy in Super Battle Road. This is just atrocious. Yeah, if you're a new player and you're just joining the game, summon on the New Year's step-ups. The New Year's step-up banner, this right here, specifically the Super Class one, this will give you infinitely more value than the Super Trunks banner. So if you're wondering what you should spend your stones on, it's definitely like this. If you're more of like a whale or like a big spender, you need to be saving for Saiyan Day. Because like God Goku's going to return on that banner, LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku's going to return on that banner, we're going to get the new Saiyan Day unit, we're going to get a new banner unit, right? Like that banner is going to be pretty good. So that's what I would be saving for if you can't get any value from the step-ups. Please, please do not be summoning for Super Trunks because, like, if you summon on the step-ups, you have a chance to get this guy who's going to give you value, this guy's going to give you value, this guy's going to give you value, this guy's going to give you value, he's going to give you value, he's going to give you value, Bulma's going to give you value, and then there's some, like, banner units on here. I mean, the banner units are basically the same, but Bulma. The chance to get Bulma on here on any step is actually ludicrous, right? So, please, 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 if you're going to summon, be summoning on this right here, not the Trunks banner. This, yeesh. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.